Hey there, Cancer. How you doing today? My name is Cheryl Lynn, and I am here to do your, I'm not sure what we're calling this, but it is the reading for this week. I know I missed weekly readings this week, and then this should be bonus reading day, but I guess it's kind of warped right now because, anyways, this is this week's reading, okay? Sorry. I've had extenuating circumstances, so we're trying to fix it all up, but hopefully by next week everything will be back to normal, okay? This one right here is for my Cancers. Let's see what you get. We're going to start this one off with the King of Swords. Okay. King of Swords to the Tower. And then I've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is your backstory or your recent past up here. Currently, I have you with, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, okay, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. And then I've got the King of Cups. And in the near future, we are looking at the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. All right, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the Ten of Swords. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has something to do with a betrayal. So that is where the energy's at, or where the focus is at. I don't know if it's you that's been betrayed, or you that are you feel as though you've betrayed somebody, or I'm not clear. We'll have to see how that plays out. Okay, in the center here, so the card that it plays into the equation from almost every direction, you actually have the Ace of Pentacles. So there is some sort of an opportunity, it looks like, coming towards you currently, that's somehow attached to abundance or money. We'll see how that plays in as well. Okay, let's take it from the top. From the recent past or your backstory, I have the King of Swords. So this is how you're presenting in this line. So you're coming at this from a very logical, analytical standpoint. You are definitely trying to keep your emotions and your passions at bay. Okay, you're trying to make completely logical decisions at this point. This is your recent past. The next one over is the Tower. So this would say that you are trying to address the Tower, I guess, in your life from a very analytical standpoint. Okay, the challenge in this particular row is the Wheel of Fortune. So the challenge here is that things were happening for you, not to you in this situation, or they were destined to happen. So you trying to keep such a strong sense of control over it all was kind of pointless, right? Something greater than you was controlling the way that things were flowing at this point, it looks like, in your recent past. Okay. So I get the feeling that for many of you, you were trying to not allow a tower to fall. You were trying to hold the tower up in this King of Swords. And it came down anyways because it was destined to come down. There really wasn't a whole lot you could do about it, okay? For some other reason, it needed to happen. So with the Ten of Swords over here being the undercurrent, I feel like probably you felt quite betrayed by the situation, possibly. I'm not sure if you felt betrayed or if you felt as though you had betrayed somebody, but either way, I think you felt betrayed in the recent past. Okay, so we're done with that. That already happened, right? Okay, so currently where you're at, I have the Ten of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups is actually the challenge. So Ten of Pentacles is what you're working towards, right? This is what you're trying to achieve. There is a new opportunity coming into your situation. It looks like right now, this is your current, that is that holds potential to trying to help you get to this Ten of Pentacles. The obstacle here is the King of Cups. I'm sorry, King of Cups. So the obstacle here, this is really your card. So you're standing in your power with the King of Cups. So no matter how hard you try, emotions are starting to trickle back in. You're trying to keep this strictly on the up and up. You want this to be all nothing but logical, right? And you can't pull it off. Emotions are coming back through. So it looks to me like you have tried to make decisions in your life based on logic, and no matter how hard you try, the emotional aspect keeps rearing itself. Rearing its ugly head, basically, as far as you're concerned, because it's something you don't want to have involved in your life right now. Okay, where are we going from there? In the near future, we have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Cups is the challenge. So despite your best efforts, it looks as though here in the near future, the Ten of Cups is coming through. I mean, it's you're being redirected to have to deal with your emotions, and And to deal with your emotions for you in the near future is going to also come down to you trying to deal with this sense of abandonment that you have. Which this sense of abandonment is the reason you've gotten rid of emotions from the beginning back here. You felt as though you were betrayed and abandoned, and for that reason you cut emotions out or just made that part of yourself cold. And you tried to keep it that way, but it has kept managing to come back up until now you are sitting at a place where the emotions are starting to flow. They're starting now, but they're going to really take off here in the near future. Your divine counterpart is here, because that is the other obstacle, is the Queen of Cups. So King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So you've tried really hard to either not admit your feelings towards somebody or not allow them to see how you really felt. But it looks like here in the near future they're going to come out anyways. Behind the betrayal, I have the Ace of Swords, and then I have the Nine of Cups. The Ace of Swords would say that this is all about you trying to accept the truth or trying to step into your authenticity. Let's face it, Cancer, you're a feeling person. You have emotions. It's just you're trying to not allow them to take root. With the Nine of Cups, somewhere secretly inside of you, your wish fulfillment is for you to find emotional fulfillment. Okay, let's get 3 more off this side and then we'll do the days of the week. I got the Page of Swords. We got the 8 of Wands, and then I've got the Queen of Pentacles. Well, you have 2 queens here. I do believe that this is your divine counterpart, the Queen of Cups. But over here, there is the Page of Swords, is you trying to gain clarity on a situation where there's been a breakdown in communication with the Queen of Pentacles. So what happened here? You made a bunch of decisions based on logic that led you to the Queen of Pentacles, when in reality your heart was already taken towards the Queen of Cups. Is that what you're dealing with here? Logic sent you in one direction, but your heart is sending you in a different direction. And now you have to step into your authenticity and actually admit the truth, I think. Or that is the direction you are being pushed towards this week. Interesting. Okay, so what do we get for Thursday? You've got the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Swords. So there's conflict brewing. And it's based in hurt and anger, because by deceiving yourself, you've deceived other people as well. Okay, Friday, what you got? I've got the 8 of Cups with the 6 of Wands. This is somebody walking away from this situation. And I do believe there's a sense of public recognition. I don't know if it's all that favorable, though. Saturday, we have the 6 of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So the 6 of Swords is speaking of trying to get your life off into calmer waters because this chaos is getting to you. And the Ace of Cups is all about there being a new opportunity in love. And then Sunday, I have the World card and the Knight of Cups. So this is a cycle ending, closing out. Although I think that at the last minute you try to rush in and save it, but I think that it is closing out because it is intended to close out. I think possibly you are not in alignment with what your mind had sent you towards, because your heart is aligned elsewhere, is what I see here. At any rate, that is what I have for you this week, Cancer. I hope this somehow helps. Making it to this part in the video, if you don't mind, can you hit the like, share, follow, or comment, something like that. I appreciate you greatly for doing it. It helps me a bunch. If you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message. I'll get you the details and we'll work it out. Hopefully by next week, you guys, I will have all this whole deal will be straightened out. I hope. I don't know exactly what the recovery time is on this, but hopefully by next week I'll be back to normal. I'm hoping. Anyways, all right. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good one.